Hello. What's up,
Hey,
bro? Can you hear me?
yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, good.
Cool. How are you?
Good, good, good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Good. Have you got the next 45 minutes for the call?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sweet. Yeah.
Nice. Whereabouts you calling in from?
I'm from Sydney.
Sydney. Oh, I'm in
Yeah.
Sydney as well, man.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, nice. Whereabouts?
I'm in the Northern Beaches.
Ah, okay. I'm over in Ryde. Know where
Oh,
that
sick.
is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Good spot.
Yeah, it is a good spot. I like the Northern Beaches too. I've been up there surfing, like Curl and Freshwater and some of the
Oh, yeah.
beaches up there, but haven't been surfing for a while. I'll jump on a
Mate,
video.
spring will be, um, spring will turn it on for you.
Yeah, well, I actually got injured back along, and I'm unable to actually do any sports or anything, so kind of sucks. Won't be surfing for a while, but
Nice. Yeah. Right.
is what it is. Um, I guess we'll sort of jump straight into it. Typically, how these calls go is I'll just ask you a few questions about like what you're currently doing,
Yeah.
what you kind of want to do in the future, and whether or not what we do is actually going to be helpful to you.
Yeah.
But if not, then I just hope I can point you in the right direction. How does that
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah. It sounds good, mate. Honestly, like you probably already know, but I heard about you guys and see what you do through Asher Shaw.
Yeah.
So well, obviously being intrigued by what he does and just see if it's possible to look down that avenue and you know, go down an avenue that will pay like, well.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I've watched a lot of Asher's stuff as well, to be honest. His stories and whatnot are quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Never know where he's going, what he's doing. But what sort of like interests you with Asher?
Not particularly like him. His content's good at all. I'm guessing he edits it all himself, but um, just how his flexibility and obviously earns decent money. It seems, but from anywhere. Like that's the main thing for me. Like being able to do it from anywhere.
Yeah, okay. Like the remote aspect of things and like being able to
Yeah,
travel
yeah,
around or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, nice. And what are you currently doing for work?
I'm a real estate agent.
Ah, okay. And are you not able to sort of work remotely with that?
No, you have to be there. Like you're tied to your area kind of thing, and like
Hmm.
yeah, you got to be there in front of the client.
Yeah, I gotcha. Gotcha. So do you sort of like is that like an office-based job then or?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, yeah. So I'm in the office, out of the office a little bit, but like predominantly in the office.
Yeah, nice. And how long have you done that for?
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
So yeah, so built some good sales skills through that.
Yeah, nice. And like, is that something you sort of always wanted to get into or?
Yeah, like I've got a couple mates who do it as well over in the eastern suburbs, and yeah, it's something that intrigues me. I'm good at talking to people, and I'm an extrovert, so it doesn't really not really daunting, and it's kind of fun, like negotiating deals and closing deals with with people with properties that are from $1 million all the way up to $10 million we sell.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot of expensive property up in the northern beaches and whatnot.
Yeah, crazy.
A lot of money up there.
Yeah,
And like, from what I gather, it sounds like you kind of enjoy your job.
yeah, it's a good job. However, being in the younger generation and being exposed to different avenues that allow you to work remotely, um, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by it.
Yeah, okay. And just with what you are doing with real estate and whatnot, and like it being something you are interested in, like where do you sort of see yourself going at the moment with that career path? If is it something you're like wanting to do long term, or are you trying to get away from it? What's the crack?
Um, I'm not entirely like I'm going down one path. I'm only 21, so like I'm pretty young, but um, look, real estate's obviously good and it's pretty lucrative as well if you're good at it. But yeah, it's definitely intriguing being able to work for myself kind of thing and work from anywhere in the world rather than being tied to an area because real estate you are your own business and everything stops. when you stop, like your whole team kind of needs guidance from you.
Mm.
Whereas, with this type of work, you can kind of, you are your own team and you can go online and offline and clients don't, you know what I mean? Call
Yeah,
you
exactly.
and
Yeah,
shit.
I see what you mean. Just just walk me through a little bit of like how you actually got into real estate. Is it like an apprenticeship you done, or have you had previous training,
No,
qualifications?
I started, you just like the barrier to entry is not like high, like it's pretty low.
Hmm.
So I started off, being, in the bottom ranks doing the shit kicker stuff and slowly built my way up. And now I'm kind of a co-agent, pretty strong team in the beaches.
Yeah, cool. And so like how many sort of people were you like working with or people are
Our
underneath you?
team's got four.
Four. Okay. And is that a good team of four?
Yeah, it's not bad. We've got some mixed experience. Like I've been in 2 years. That's not really considered that experience in real estate, but my boss has been in it 25, and then my other boss has been in it for 6 or 7. So good,
Mm.
good spread of, and then our PA has been in it for like a couple of years as well. But yeah,
Yeah, okay. Well, it sounds like it's going all right. Obviously, you don't want to be there for like long term stuck in an office and you want to be able to work remotely or whatever.
mm.
But like this like remote sales and whatnot, like what particularly interests you with this
With
as opposed to like real estate or going into like real estate remotely or whatever? Why this in particular?
um, not sure to be honest. Just exploring avenues, and I'm open to trying things, and if it works, then I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so just sort of seeing what's out there for the moment and whether or not it resonates with you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Like all
And
I hear about now is like I see screenshots of PayPal and fucking things being transferred into accounts, but like it's draws the question, how real is it? Can I,
mm,
you know?
yeah, it's definitely real. It's definitely not fake or anything like that. Like Asher is genuinely traveling around and he's put a lot of work in to get to where he is.
Yeah.
Um, but it's very possible and he's living proof that anyone can do it.
Yeah.
And he was from a construction background and he's not the he's not the brightest spark in the world. So
Yeah.
anyone can do it as long as they sort of put their mind to it and they focus on something that they are after.
Yeah.
But with regards to your job at the moment and trying to get away from it so you can do something remotely,
Mm.
like how serious are you about doing that?
Oh yeah, pretty serious. Like if I hear the right things and it goes the right way, then yeah, I'm definitely like if I go down the path of exploring it and I slowly find out more and more and realize the potential, then yeah, I'd go all in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. It kind of seems like you're enjoying your work at the moment, but not enough for you to want to stay there. So like is like what's kind of not going so great at work for you to want to be remotely working?
It's not that it's not going great. It's that I just want more flexibility.
Okay.
It's the
And
flexibility aspect that's yeah that I'd like.
yeah. And what would you be looking for particularly with flexibility?
Uh, Being to work from wherever I want.
Yeah, okay. So literally just like being able to work from home or travel around and work.
Yeah, yeah.
And in terms of like going beyond that, is this just to sort of like get away from your job so you can do that, or are you looking to do further than that, like try and scale up and work towards what Ash is doing and some of those other guys?
Yeah, if it becomes my main source of income and then I don't need to do anything else, then yeah, then that's the goal.
Hmm. And like, is it the skills aspect in particular for you? Like, from the workshop video,
Mm.
there's the keys. Which sort of stuck out to you the most?
Probably the closer.
The closer. Okay. So you're kind of looking to learn the skills required of a closer.
Mm.
so you can obviously take calls and be wherever you want and have that flexibility.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And like further down the line, like let's say in in 6 months' time, what are you looking to do with your job? Are you looking to get away from that and transition into this full time?
Yep. Yep. If the income's there by that time, then I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And like how much in particular sort of would you need to replace that initial income?
I'd like to earn probably 5 grand a month before I really consider it.
Yeah, so five, what you'd have to replace your income earning 5K a month before you left your job sort of thing.
I'd like to earn 5K, yeah.
Mm. And what would that do for you? Obviously, you'd be able to work remotely, but what would your life kind of look like then if you were able to do those things you wanted to do?
Spend more time with family, um, just spend more time with people that, that matter. And kind of at that point, I can build off that 5,000 a month and make it 10, 20, and then travel and see things and, not be tied to the normal 9 to 5 kind of kind of life.
Mm, mm. And like at the moment, being in that 9 to 5 lifestyle, like how are you finding that?
It's not what I want to do long term. That's why I'm on the call. I
Mm,
don't want to be doing it long term. And if there's a way that I can, you know, get a good income doing what I want to do and doing it on my terms, then yeah, that's what I want to do.
mm. And like not wanting to do it long term, is this something that's in the back of your head like most of your days at work? Are you thinking about this a lot or
It doesn't. I don't think about it to the point where it affects my performance,
mm,
but it's more when when it's not. Yeah, I'd like. It's not really to do with the money. The money's not bad, but it's like I want to. There's a whole stigma around our generation. There's a couple people who work with me who are also thinking of starting a drop shipping store and doing other avenues where you're not tied to working
mm,
on Saturdays every week and you get a weekend. Kind of want to get my weekend back as well.
you just mentioned working Saturdays there. Are you is that like
Yeah,
you Monday to Saturday?
I work 6 days. Yeah,
Oh wow, that's quite a lot. How many hours a week are you doing?
like I do like 11 hours a day, so 66.
That's quite a lot of hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And you also mentioned as well, like family being something that you'd want to spend more time with your family. Is that something that's kind of missing at the moment?
Wouldn't say it's missing. No, it's just something I'd like to do more. Like it's not obviously when you're trying to build something and you're trying to build a career, it's you got to devote a lot of time to it. But if I can do it from being in a place where I can be closer to family and friends, then that'd be good.
Yeah, like I guess working from home or whatever, being
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
like
yeah,
spend time with them.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. And like, tell me a bit about you, bro. Like, what do you like to do outside of work? Because you've got 11 hours of the day dedicated to real estate, but outside of that, what do you get up to?
Uh, Gym. I work out a lot.
Yeah, nice.
Um, Golf. Love golf. Golf's really good. Gym, golf, um, and just I don't know, eating.
Who doesn't like eating? What is that like? Kind of like going out eating or just like
No, no, no. Just like
cooking at home?
I'm just like yeah, like I'm a bit of a. I like going to the gym and eating and trying to get big. So
Yeah, nice. I like it. Gotta eat well to live well and bulk up, you
exactly.
know?
Yeah, 100%.
And if you had like more time at home, like are those all the things you would be doing more of if you have more time?
Yeah, I probably would like I could really dial in that stuff and yeah,
Mm.
like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. And like, are they kind of things you are missing out on at the moment? Because you said you'd like to buy a bit of your time back.
I wouldn't say I'm missing out. It's more that I like I don't always want to go to the gym at 4:30 a.m., which I do.
That's early.
Yeah, like 4:30 a.m. obviously it's like I'm pretty disciplined, so I've got to do what I've got to do. But um, it's yeah, if I can wake up at have a say I'm doing this job and I get a call at 8, and then I've got a break till 10, I can go to the gym in between and you know do
Mm,
that type of stuff.
yeah. Uh, Getting up at 4:30, I know you said you're pretty disciplined to do the work you need to do to get in shape or whatever, but
Mm.
is that not something that bugs you? Because I know for sure if I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to go to the gym before work and get back late, I do just sort of get on my wick.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just what it is. But if I didn't have to do it, then I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But
And
I'm not.
like,
Yeah, it doesn't frustrate me. Like I said, I love going to the gym. So
yeah,
it's
it's
still
always
a
worth
positive.
it.
Yeah, it's a positive. Like some people can't go to the gym and don't have that opportunity. So like I'm not
Yeah,
whinge about it.
yeah, exactly. You're kind of looking at it as if you get to go to the gym at
Yeah,
4:30 a.m. You don't have to go there at
yeah,
4:30 a.m.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good mindset to have,
yeah.
definitely. And like golf as well. Is that something you get to do much of, or?
Oh, like my schedule's pretty tight. Like, this is what I mean. Like, out of all the things, hours in the day, like I get, I use them up pretty quickly. So if I could,
Mm,
like, I'm not a lot of that's for like family and friends. So it'd be good to be able to have that a bit more.
mm.
But yeah, golf I try to do like twice a week.
Yeah, nice, nice. And how would I guess if you had more of this time,
Mm,
if you were working remotely, you learned sales, taking calls, if you had more time to do all of those things, like go to the gym, not at 4:30 a.m., but maybe a little bit later on,
yeah.
do golf more frequently and just not have to spend 11 hours a day in the office or out and about. How's that going to make you feel being able to do all of that?
Oh, it'd be great. Like if I'm earning good money as well, like then that'd be ideal, and I can live my life the way I want to live it.
Mm, sure. And like all these are all things that you do want. Like it's not that you can't do it at the moment. It's just you can't do as much as you would like. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty time
Mm,
poor.
yeah. I guess how long could you stick that out for then?
Uh,
In short time.
what I'm doing?
Yeah, carrying on like with your job in real estate. Like let's say what happens in 2 years' time? Like how are you going to feel in 2 years' time, knowing that you've just spent 2 years of your life like 11 hours a day, 6 days a week, working for someone else, not
Mm.
able to do the things that you actually enjoy.
Yeah, it depends. Like if I'm earning $1 million, then I wouldn't be as mad about it. But if yeah, I'd probably be mad if I didn't explore like this avenue and other avenues, and I'd be wondering what else I could do.
Mm. But would you be able to earn $1 million with real estate? Like, is that something possible? I know there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, it is.
Mm. So I guess you've got the remote aspect of things, but if you like you just mentioned, if you were getting $1 million or whatever, why not just stick out like real estate and do all of that?
Because then again, I'd still like I couldn't make $1 million from Bali or the Europe or in the US.
Mm.
I'd have to be here to do that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And a little bit further down the line, like let's say, so you want to leave your job and replace your income, like have that $5,000 a month. What would you want to go to after you hit $5,000 a month and you can spend more time doing those things you enjoy?
10.
So you'd want to go to 10 straight after that.
I'd obviously there'd be steps in between, but that'd be my next like big goal.
Mm. And do you reckon like you'd be able to achieve that within 6 to 12 months?
Yeah.
Mm. You seem pretty certain about that. What makes you think that you'd be able to do that?
Um. Oh, I'm just. like I've got sales skills. I'm driven. Like I put the work in. Um, yeah, I just think I've got what it takes.
Mm. So you mentioned you got like sales skills at the moment.
Mm.
What's the thing that's holding you back at the moment from like using those sales skills online?
Having the platform to use it,
Okay, so just
like where, like
ro-
the application, like where do I apply it?
yeah, okay. So you've got a bit of experience beforehand. You just need the network and the right people to approach to know
Yeah,
how to, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
So it's stepping into the online space, really, just breaching that
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
gateway. Yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha. And like, how long have you been thinking about this for?
Like 6 months.
6 months.
But it's gotten like more pressing in the last like 2 months probably just because a couple guys at work are thinking the same thing and they're doing well. So if I've got people who are making $1 million a year speaking about leaving and doing something that gives them more flexibility, I'm like, fuck, like,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You said you've got mates or people at work that are doing this kind of stuff. What do you mean by that?
They're looking down avenues of drop shipping and online, making money online by selling.
Oh, they're looking. Are they currently doing that, or are they just sort of in the same boat as yourself?
Uh, Kind of a hybrid. Like they've made websites, uh, in terms of Shopify websites, and they're about to launch products, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. And this is like literally they've just started doing this. They haven't like
Yeah,
produced any results yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that doesn't particularly interest you then doing like drop shipping or whatever.
Oh, I've definitely looked into it. But like I said, I'm looking into multiple. Like
Mm,
this, drop shipping are the two ones I'm basically looking into right now.
mm. And yeah, to be fair, from what you have said, like your sales knowledge or whatever and stuff from real estate, kind of sounds like this would be something that would resonate with you a bit more than drop shipping. Would you agree or no?
Uh, yeah, to some extent, like drop shipping, selling, but if you're selling a product, like it's very different. Selling real estate, like no one, if you walk into Coles, you don't buy, toilet paper and try to negotiate on the price. But when someone comes in and you've got a property and they've seen it multiple times, and you're at the stage where they're going to put an offer in, like, and we've priced it well enough where it's priced at what it's worth, and people try to lowball it. It's just a bit different. Like if I'm selling, mouth tape, for example, no one's going to come in and go, "Oh, can I get it for this cost?" Like everyone knows, it's just you just pay the money.
Yeah, that's what you pay for it.
Yeah,
Mm. And you did say as well, this has been something on your mind for 6 months. That's a long time.
yeah, it's been in
So
the back of my mind. Yeah.
so why is it taking you 6 months to actually like, reach out and like ask for help?
Um, Good question. I just, I was pretty dedicated to work. Not that I'm not now, but I just feel like now I've got the platform. I was starting a new company. So starting a new company, it's a bit, I can't just kind of clock off. Well, not clock off, but direct my attention other way. So I kind of switched companies and was thinking, oh, this is going to be, might be a good step. It is a good step, but um, now that I've been here for a little while, I'm like, I'd still like to explore that option.
Mm. Yeah, because obviously, like if you've been in real estate for 2 years and well, a year and a half in, you started thinking of things elsewhere. Obviously, yeah, this isn't or real estate wasn't something you had on your mind long term. Like that is quite a while. Like, and you said you were dedicated to work. Like, what's changed between then and now exactly for you to want to like make a change?
I'd say over time getting frustrated. Like I did some traveling this year, and I'm like, fuck, imagine if I could make money while doing this.
Mm,
Like a lot of people work 50, 50 weeks in a year to do 2 weeks of travel. Like, the
what's that?
math just doesn't add up for me.
No, is that actually what you do? Like work 50 weeks of the year to have two off?
But basically, it's yeah, like a lot of people do that. I mean, sorry, it's
Mm,
more like sorry, 3 to 4 weeks off, but yeah,
yeah, a big difference.
yeah,
Oh, that's yeah. So that really is. It's not even a 9 till 5 sort of lifestyle. It's more than that. And you said you got like frustrated, like you were out traveling and thinking, "Oh, imagine if I could work remotely." So, like, what sort of made you think that? When did you have that epiphany, and then what was going through your head at the time?
I went to Europe and I was like, obviously enjoying it. Why wouldn't you? But kind of got
Mm,
back and I was like, why can't I make money from overseas when everyone else like we're in an time and age where you can make money
mm.
online and make big money. So why wouldn't I want to do that?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, it's a very appealing lifestyle, being able to like work remotely and travel around and whatnot. And
Yeah,
it's actually great that we are able to do this in this day and age. Like, thank God for the internet.
yeah. Like what's stopping us from being our generation from being wealthy when our parents didn't even have fucking internet or anything,
Mm.
and we
I
got everything.
guess
Yeah,
I guess what's stopping you then from doing
nothing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
that? Cool, cool. Well, yeah. I mean, if you have been feeling like this for 6 months and thinking about it, um, and it's like it's actually been the frustration that's led you here.
Mm.
Obviously, you've had a few realizations and thought, okay, well, maybe what I'm doing isn't for me, and I should be doing something else.
Yep.
And you were dedicated to work at the time, and are you sort of not so dedicated to work now?
My attention's definitely shifted to exploring this avenue.
Hmm. How much would you sort of say that your mind would be shifted towards doing something like this, though?
Um, so like, what do you mean?
So you were pretty dedicated with work back along, and you didn't really have time or anything to look elsewhere or have a look.
Mm.
Things have changed for you slightly after you went traveling to Europe. You had a few realizations, and I guess now you're not so dedicated to work. So, how dedicated would you be to learning this stuff and being able to live that kind of lifestyle?
Yeah, pretty dedicated. Like, yeah.
Hmm. What what does pretty dedicated look like to you though?
Um, I'd probably need to know more about it before I can put a metric to it. But
For sure.
like to the point where if I start this and I'm getting the right path and right direction and things come to fruition, then yeah, I'd just throw everything at it.
Mm. Yeah, I'm only asking because I just want to be honest here. Like 11 hours a day at work, 6 days a week at the moment. You go to the gym, you like to play golf, and you like eating good food. That's most of your day consumed by those things that you enjoy.
Mm.
And for you to be able to actually leave your job and work towards 5K, replacing your income, whilst you're still working,
Mm.
do you think that you would be dedicated towards that goal with all of that on your plate at the moment?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Okay, so per day, let's say, how much sort of time do you reckon you would be able to allocate to learning all this stuff?
I could when I get home from work, probably do another hour or two per day.
Okay. And you sort of plan on achieving that like 5,000 income replacement level within 6 months, did you say?
Yeah, probably 6 months. Yeah, that'd be good.
Mm. Okay. Well, I guess you do seem like pretty dedicated to actually like wanting to make a change in your life and
Mm.
do something different and explore other avenues. So I guess I could see that this could potentially work out for you.
Yep.
Obviously, you don't know the ins and outs yet, but I can give you a quick rundown if you want of what it actually looks like for people to onboard with us at ABC, if you like.
Yeah, definitely. What's your role at ABC? Like, what do you do?
So I'm a closer. I've done some appointment setting as well in the past,
Mm.
and I'm also growing my personal brand as well.
Yeah, okay. And what did you do? Like, why did you think you could make the step to closing from being an appointment setter?
It's pretty much like the same sort of framework. It's just something that appeals more to me.
Mm.
Um, it's actually like talking, communicating with people. It's just something I enjoy doing, really.
Mm.
And like the appointment setting process is the same, but you're not using your voice. You're
Yeah,
obviously messaging and scheduling things in that way.
yeah,
But yeah, just personal preference. It really depends like who you are and what you like. But I'll give you a quick rundown of what it is and how it sort of looks like for people that are completely new to the space.
yeah.
Just out of interest, I know you watched the workshop video and you've been sort of following Asher for or thinking about this for 6 months.
Mm.
Have you done any sort of learning in between now and then about this, or are you completely new to it all?
Um, yeah, I'm still pretty green. Like, yeah, I probably don't know as much as I'd like. So,
Hmm, that's all right. Well, I'll basically just say then, for argument's sake, you're completely new to the space, learning from zero. Um, so what we sort of do for people like yourself, this is actually Asher. This is how Asher learned. So we introduced him with just all of the sort of sales knowledge,
mm.
got him comfortable with the basics of sales and marketing, how that all works. And we've done that through a load of training videos where
Yep,
we've got a like a load of a training portal with a load of modules on there that you can go through. And there's something that you can go through in your own time. So whilst you're still working or whatever, obviously you've got not so much time, but
yep,
whatever time you do have, you can go through in your own time. Just getting familiar with the basics of sales and how it works. And we operate on a platform called School, if you've heard of that.
no,
Okay, so basically what School is, spelled SKOOL,
yep,
and that's kind of like Facebook. It's like Facebook in the sense that you can write posts, you can upload videos, you can share your ideas or whatever. And that's where the training portal is for all of those videos.
yeah, okay,
Now, there's also the rest of the community on there. So there's people, I'll get some live numbers for you. There's 463 people within the ABC family.
mm.
Um, these are all people that have been there for 6 months, 12 months, maybe a year, maybe longer. So
Mm.
people that have already been there and done it. Now, we like to surround you with people that have been in your shoes, people that are similar to yourself, just starting out, and also surround you with that knowledge, just so you get comfortable with everything. And it's just like a nice sort of transition for you because at the end of the day, if I was a teacher and I just dropped a book in front of you and said, go and learn that,
Yeah.
you've got a few days to do it. What do you think you would sort of get from that?
Um, like, yeah, the other people around me who've been in my shoes recently, and I think I'd see growth pretty quickly.
Hmm. So with like the training videos and whatnot, do you see that being of any use to you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy to look at them.
Hmm. And access to people as well that are
Yeah,
sort of in the same position as yourself.
yep,
Okay, and these are all got like similar goals in mind as well. So it's yeah, networking with people who have what you want and are also aiming towards the same thing as well.
yep, exactly. Yeah,
And we kind of have like a bit of a 4 to 6 month plan. I say 4 to 6 because it really does vary between people and their
yeah,
level of commitment and how easy they find things and how they learn.
yeah.
Now, what kind of learner would you say you are?
In terms of speed or the way I learn.
Just the way you learn and or maybe how fast you learn as well.
Yeah, I'm pick up on things pretty quickly, and I just learn by repetition, basically.
Okay, nice. So just putting in the reps. And in
Yep.
terms of like being, I don't know, like a hands-on learner, a visual learner, listening through hearing? How would you say you learn best?
Probably visual and then putting it into practice.
Yeah. Okay. So like, yeah. So looking or watching videos would be useful to you,
Yeah,
and then putting it into practice.
yeah,
Okay. So obviously this is a mentorship as well. So we've got, or you would have access to mentors.
yeah,
Now, these mentors are accessible on the school platform, so you can
mhm,
reach out to them.
yeah.
And they also host coaching calls as well.
Okay.
So there's a sales coaching call,
Mhm.
followed by a marketing or content coaching call. And then there's another session in the afternoon, which I'll go to it talk about in a moment. But do you find, would you think the coaching calls would be any use to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And how so?
Obviously sales. I've got some sales skills there, but it'd be good to learn how you can like. It's always good to hone in skills on a particular format, like online, closing and things like that. So I think they'd be able to teach me on the ins and outs of this type of work.
Yeah. So obviously the first sort of couple of weeks or the first week to a month is going to be you getting comfortable with the sales knowledge and just
Yeah,
getting to understand how it all works in this space.
yeah,
And then once you're sort of comfortable with that, you can jump on those coaching calls and start implementing that knowledge. So you mentioned as well, like you're a visual learner. So let's say you go and watch those videos, you learn all of that, and then you start putting in the reps by attending these coaching calls.
yeah,
These coaching calls, there's 15 of those a week.
yeah. Okay.
So there's sales, marketing, and then there's another session which I mentioned, the group role play session. Now, do you know what a role play is?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you got people role playing out a closer and a prospect, and yeah, you're just implementing what you've learned, practicing, 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 putting in those reps.
yeah,
Now, you're going to be doing that for, I would say, around the 1 to 3 month mark. It might be less, it might be more, it depends how you learn and how quickly you pick it up. But
yeah,
that's pretty much like average. So that's when you're going to be putting all those reps in and getting familiar with everything.
yeah,
So from what I've said so far, like, do you feel like that would be something you could benefit from?
yeah, yeah.
And how exactly do you see you using that to help you get away from your job? Like, how would you use it?
Get a closing role and start closing people and earning commissions.
Yeah, okay. So as in at the moment whilst you're at work, like would you just attend the
Yeah,
like
lunch.
training videos or whatever after work?
Yeah, go to the ones after work. Go to the ones, I could do some training at lunchtime at work.
Mm. And obviously, yeah, you are going to be at work during most of these. They're run from Tuesday through till Saturday at your Sydney time, aren't you? Yeah. So 10 a.m. is the sales session, and then 11 a.m. is the content, and then 3 p.m. is the group role play session. So you may not be able to make any of those, but they are all recorded, so you can catch up.
Oh yeah,
And
sorry.
if yeah, so if you've got any questions or whatever, you can always reach out to the mentors, and if they aren't going to respond, then there's 463 other people, including myself on there, that are like more than happy to help out.
Yeah,
So you've got instant access to other people's knowledge as well, not just access to training videos.
yeah,
With the role plays as well, you've got that role play session, but we definitely encourage to actually do role plays on your own with other people. So you
yeah,
can just like write a post on school and say, I need a role play partner, work on a few things, and then you would like record it, upload it, and get
yeah,
feedback from the mentors and everyone else as well.
yeah,
And the whole idea is for you to just get 1% better every day. Because I don't want to sugarcoat this. It's not easy. I'm not saying
yeah,
that it's hard, but there is work that you have to do to get there.
yeah, exactly.
And that's going to be like your the first sort of 3 months, let's say 3 to 4 months.
Yeah,
Then obviously, like you said, you're going to want to start earning commissions, closing deals.
hmm,
So you're going to need to land a role.
yeah,
That is something that we help with as well.
Yep.
And if you're doing great, like within ABC, we like seeing we like the progress that you're making, and
Mm.
you're doing everything. You're showing up. You're being consistent.
Yep.
Then there is the potential of being reached out and asked if you'd like a role within ABC,
Yep.
either for appointment setting or closing, but closing seems to be something more so up your street.
Yep.
So if you're doing that, there is possibility for that. Now that's not guaranteed because obviously it depends on you and your level of commitment and how you're going with it all. But there is that possibility.
Yep.
And if not, then yeah, we show you how to land a role outside of ABC as well.
Yep.
So you
No.
can actually like leave your job and start working remotely and like all these things that we have talked about, you can start working towards it.
Yep.
So is all of this sounding like something
Yeah.
you'd be happy with so far?
Yeah. Mate, what do I?
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a like link I go to or?
Yeah, so it's all on school. So it's all on there. So you've got the community there, you've got the mentors, all the training videos and stuff.
Mm.
And also I just want to touch on like after you've done that and you said you wanted to go to like 10K, like how do you think you would sort of get from 5K to 10K?
Well, look, considering I'm be throwing all my hours at it, won't be through time, so probably skill.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely right there. And with the skill side of things, getting up towards 10K and scaling up beyond there, that's when you're going to start getting a bit of more intimate, like one-on-one mentoring and just start making all those fine tweaks necessary so you can actually get there.
Yeah.
Uh, that's if you like wanted to do like a personal branding approach as well. Like
Mm.
there's we can help out with that. If not, it's all like the closing as well. So you get like the mentoring with that.
Yeah.
And just making tweaks here and there with your skill so we can actually start working towards like 10K or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess to actually like get access to all of that,
Mm.
to have access to the community and get the mentoring, have all the training that you need so you
Yeah.
can actually get away from your job, start working remotely, start working towards that life that you do want. It does just come down to a one-time investment, yearly access, 6,000 US dollars.
To get into ABC.
Yeah, for the mentorship.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, it's yeah, it's not something I've got the means to do now, but maybe in the near future. Yeah.
Okay. Just I guess we'll just sort of put the price aside for a moment. Everything that we have gone through
Mm.
and the training and everything, do you
Yeah.
see that being useful to you to actually help you work towards that life?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, and how so?
Well, it gives me the platform to learn, the right path to start doing online closing.
Hmm. Okay, and like, is it something you would be interested in?
Yes, but not for 6,000 US dollars.
Okay, that's understandable, man. Like, what particularly makes you say that?
Um, because like 10 grand US. I mean, Aussies just not something I'm willing to invest right now.
Hmm. Okay, and like, what would be sort of more appropriate for yourself?
I'm not sure. Like, I'm not entirely sure on the quality of training and coaching, and yeah, if it's worth 10 grand, like it's not a
Hmm.
small amount of money.
No, it's definitely not a small amount of money, but you're getting access to mentors that have been in there 5 plus, 10 plus years. And I'm not sure if you've like had a look around or whatever, but ABC does hold a very high standard within the sales industry.
Mm,
Uh, They have a closing rate that's about 4 times higher than industry standard.
yeah, right.
And you'd be getting this is basically what I have described is a blueprint. It's a
Mm.
blueprint for you to follow. And so long as you show up, do the work required, and start working towards that you will definitely see results. But
Mm.
it's down to you and your level of commitment and whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
And as you remind me of a guy I spoke to a couple of weeks ago, and similar to yourself. And yeah, he was kind of thinking the same thing. And I guess what he come to the realization was is that he'd just be in the same sort of position as where he was before.
Yeah.
And I asked him like what was more important to him and like what did he genuinely want? And this was something that he said that he it was important to him.
Yeah.
So I guess how important is this to you?
Um, I mean, making money is important to me. Um, I just don't want to invest 10 grand straight away. Like, I'd have to think about it.
Hmm, that's absolutely fine, man. And like we can reschedule a call if that would work out for you, so you have a bit of
Yeah.
time to think about it and whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty schedule, yeah.
But in terms of like the 6,000, is that something you're just you, you don't see the value behind it, or you're not in a position to do that at the moment?
Yeah, I don't really see the value in it at this stage.
Hmm. I guess just like while I'm on the call here with you, like,
Mm.
have you got any questions about that, like with regards to the value of it? Because let's just say Asher, for example, you've seen the money that he is making, right?
Mm.
And we have actually asked Asher, like, Asher, would you pay 6,000 again? And he just said, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
because he done the work, he showed up, he done the work required, and it worked for him. This is a blueprint for success, so long as you follow it.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one as well that's been successful from this. There's at the moment commissions on the leaderboard. There's like over 50 people on there.
Mm.
We had one
Yeah.
guy as well that joined about I think it's about 3 weeks ago now. Guy from New Zealand, and he already had a following on Instagram.
Mm.
He was doing barbering or something. He had about 30,000 followers, so he was at a bit of an advantage. But he pulled in over 10,000 New Zealand dollars in his first week.
Mm.
So I guess where do you see like what's missing for you to not realize that or see the value behind it?
Um, oh, would you spend 10 grand after a 40-minute call regarding something you've known nothing about? And this is the first encounter with it.
Mm. Yeah, okay. So this is just like high ticket sales and stuff is completely new to you, and I guess you sort of unfamiliar with it all.
Guess so, yeah. It's unfamiliar and 10 grand, like I said, like I'm not going to blindly invest 10 grand in something to then start seeing what it's about. You know what I mean?
Mm. I guess there's an analogy that I like to use with regards to going to the gym. Right? So let's say you pay a personal trainer, whatever amount to train
Yeah.
you up, and then you say, or no, I haven't got the six pack yet. So okay, well no, before you get the six pack, you have to show up and you have to do the work, and then you see the results.
Yeah.
So I guess you can't really approach it with the mindset that it's it has to work before you've tried it. If you believe that it's going to work for you, and you know that your efforts compounded are going to produce the results,
Mm.
that's a much better way to see it as opposed to, okay, well, this is the price of it. Well, I don't even know yet because I haven't seen the results.
Yeah. But
There's a lot of people that sit on the fence with this sort of stuff. And like, yeah, absolutely. Take your time or whatever, and we can schedule in the call again.
mm,
But it's something that they typically think about and it come around later on. Um, Mostly because they see the results and they
Yeah.
see the sort of lifestyle that, for example, Asher is living.
Mm.
But that's absolutely fine. What we could possibly do to make it a little bit more approachable for you, because you mentioned like investing that 6,000 or 10,000 Australian, but not being able to see any results. Would paying that off in increments be more approachable for yourself?
Potentially, but yeah, I probably need to hear more about it, like I said.
Hmm.
But
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'll yeah,
Well,
let me think about it, and we'll reschedule another call.
yeah, okay. Well, when works for you in terms of rescheduling?
Um, check my calendar for next week.
Follow up in a week or 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's do 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Same sort of time?
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, no worries.
Thanks, Lewis.
No worries. It was good to talk to you, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, hope all goes well.
You too, mate. So.
See ya. Bye.